Hello Guardians, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the Zaouli's Bane 140 RPM hang cannon from the King's Fall raid. A lot of people are really underestimating this hang cannon. There hasn't been that much talk about it. Maybe, some few people, I don't know, if Lucky 10P has made a video about it, but, CAC has definitely made a video about it, right? But this weapon is not receiving as much popularity as I thought it would, and honestly, this weapon deserves it because it's a top competitor against a Fatebringer time loss. And in my opinion, Zaouli's is way better than Fatebringer, and I'll tell you the reasons why. So, guys, let's get to it. Alright guys, let's get down to the point and to the reason why I actually believe that this hand cannon may actually be better than Fatebringer. Something that I never thought I would be saying, specifically coming from Zaoul's Bane, a hand cannon in which D1 it was completely utter, garbage. And now it, actually is better than Fatebringer. So in the background I would be, I was doing a Lost Sector and I, used this hand cannon so you guys could see some sort of gameplay of it, and I was fortunate enough to get the incandescent and explosive payload god roll for this specific hand cannon. So moving on to the perks, as you may see in the top, right, it can roll with a lot of perks, and then on top of that you can craft this weapon and get the enhanced version, or the enhanced versions of explosive payload and incandescent. You don't just need, if you just want the regular ones like I have, you can keep it like that, or you can craft it, make it much more better, and get an improved version of incandescent and explosive payload, right? And not just that, once Master King's Fall drops, the herald versions, aka the adept versions of the King's Fall raid weapons, will not just be adept or known as herald, but they will also be able to drop with enhanced perks. So that's why, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that a Herald Zaoul's Bane with enhanced explosive payload and incandescent is actually better than a time loss Godroll Fatebringer. Because not just, as you may see in the background, I'm just body shotting freaking Thrall, just, hip firing and not aiming, and they're still exploding. And then not just that, something that this weapon does that Fatebringer doesn't, whenever a ad gets affected by this explosion, they don't just die, if they're if they're weak, but they'll also start to burn. So you do a little bit more damage, a small tick of damage, compared to Fatebringer. But on top of that, just incandescent explosive payload, in my opinion, is just way better, or not way better, I'm exaggerating too much, but slightly better than a time loss Fatebringer. And not just that, something that I completely forgot and left out, at the beginning when I was talking about, the King's Fall raid weapons, is that all the weapons can roll with the origin trait called Runneth Over, which basically what it does is reloading your allies overflows the magazine. One, Fatebringer doesn't have this origin trait, of course, which means instead of having, let's say, 8 or let's say 9-10 rounds in your magazine, right, for each other person that's around you after you reload, that's a +1 round to your magazine, which can make a huge impact, or or a huge difference into what you're trying to kill or what you're trying to do. So guys, that's pretty much all I have to say today about this amazing 140 hand cannon. Also, I've heard from a little bird that this hand cannon is also extremely good in PvP. Now, I've used this weapon like maybe 2 or 3 games in in Crucible. I haven't really used it, but if you guys want to see Crucible gameplay or a montage, right, more than anything, of this weapon, please comment down below PvP. That's all I want you to do. If you actually want to see gameplay of this in Crucible, just in the comment section just put PvP, and I know you guys want to see a montage of this weapon in Crucible. And keep in mind, I'll be using my PvE god rolls, not even a PvP god roll for this weapon. But yeah guys, that's pretty much all I have today. If you made it this far into the video, listen to me, I really appreciate you. Like, you have no idea. I love it when people, or I go into my analytics, right, in my app on my iPad or on my phone of YouTube, I go into the analytics section and I actually see people that are interested in my content and actually watch my videos. Now, if that's one of you and you're on the other side of that screen, I want to thank you, right? And that said, I would love for you guys to leave a comment of something, right, of other content you guys would like to see. a thumbs up and a subscribe. You know, I would greatly appreciate that. So guys, with that said, I'll see you guys on the next time. Don't forget, if you want to see this weapon, a montage of this weapon, sorry, and PvP, in the comment section, please type PvP so I can actually play Crucible with this weapon. Please type PvP so I can actually make a montage of this weapon, because I would gladly do it. So guys, catch y'all later. Bye.